Hi, welcome to 40 Fridays of Fundamental Science Experiments with Rohini. What would you do if you scratch yourself? You'll probably apply a skin cream, and if it goes bad, you'll take an antibiotic. But it wasn't that easy in the 1940s. In the 1940s, you had to write a petition to the doctor explaining your case and then wait for your dose of antibiotic. Why was it so difficult? Because manufacturing antibiotics at an industrial scale was very difficult back then. How did the first antibiotic come into being? Well, it was discovered by Alexander Flemming in 1928, and it was a chance discovery. Alexander Flemming was working on a bacteria called Staphylococcus, which caused sore throat and pneumonia and other associated disorders. And one day he left his bacterial culture in the open and went on a vacation. And when he came back from the vacation, he noticed that the bacterial culture which he left outside had a green mold contamination. And he saw that on the plate where the bacteria of Staphylococcus was present, the green mold which grew inhibited the growth of the bacteria. There was a clear zone around the green mold, but the bacteria grew all around where the green mold was not present. So Fleming reasoned that the green mold produced something which is inhibiting or preventing the bacteria from growing. So he extracted the mold juice and tried it on various other bacteria. And he found out that this mold juice could stop or prevent the growth of streptococcus, diphtheria, meningococcus, bacteria like that. Now we know the green mold to be Penicillium notatum and the mold juice to have penicillin. But then Alexander Fleming's work stopped there. It was Florey and Chain from the Oxford University who produced it on a large scale, a scale large enough to test it on animals. They took mouse, infected it with bacteria, and then they produced insulin in their Oxford laboratory and gave it to the mice to see if the mouse recovered from the infection. And lo and behold, the mouse recovered. Now in 1941, Florey and his colleagues got to test the Oxford penicillin on a policeman who was infected after pricking himself on a thorn of a rose bush. And the person, Alexander, developed life-threatening infection of the eye, of the face, and of the lungs. He was given the Oxford penicillin, and Alexander recovered, and he was fine. But then, to continue the treatment of Alexander, there was no more penicillin left in the Oxford laboratory, and Alexander died. And then Florey and colleagues realized that in war-torn Britain, it is difficult to produce penicillin on an industrial scale, so they tied up with a US company. And then Glaxo and Pfizer stepped in and they produced large-scale, industrial-scale level of antibiotic penicillin. And that is how the first lifesaver drug came into being. Thank you.